If you're not sleeping on it, you're not waking up on it.
Hey.
You're episode 17, dude.
The last thing I texted Tang was the 9/11 home run.
Piazza, is that how you say it?
There you go, dude. Kind of in practice.
All right.
We're gonna do the intro.
Piazza.
Let's do it, dude.
Hit it, dude.
We're live? Oh man, we're live right now.
Live for 26 seconds, you fucking dick.
I was trying to give it 30 seconds for the ads, dude. Well, welcome to the Late Night Podcast. You got me, the birdie. To my left or to my right, depending on how the cameras are looking, you're gonna have AD in his khaki-colored Tang hoodie. Yeah. And then underneath us, not to forget in the intro, but we got Zebra Tang, the bozo down there.
The special guest, dude.
The special guest,
He said he would never join the late night show.
I was bullied into it.
He's the third member of our quadruple pro-am team.
Yeah. One of the best blackout can offer.
I think the best winning percentage on the team, just saying.
Hey man, we hit 20 wins.
We hit 20 wins.
That's all I know. Dude.
9 of those were with Gabe. Shout out Roman Turo with that alley-oop that he threw up.
Yeah,
cue the clip right here.
One highlight.
Yeah, cue the clip.
And it's him throwing it up to me. Oh man. But how's everybody's week going so far?
Chilling, man. Week just started, Monday.
Yeah.
Fresh week off the llama show yesterday was good.
Good llama show.
It was a good one. Yeah. We hit 20 wins yesterday. We had some good games.
Yeah. Played some 2K almost till the sun came up.
Right. You were in bed quick. Well, you're 2 hours ahead. I was gonna say you went to bed early, but
yeah, it's like 2 a.m. here right now. No, it's 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m.
It's 1.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. right now, dude.
Yeah,
man. I've been paying attention to way more football this week.
Because,
shout out to the Sideline Podcast.
Yeah, good job with us and our predictions and shit.
Yo, you guys kind of killed it.
Tell him who won.
Yeah, Tango. I mean, should I? Dude, obviously Tangarae won, dude.
What, Tang win by 1 game?
No, by 2 actually.
Oh, by 2?
2 or 3. You were 9. You were 9-7. Gabe was 9-7, and then he was 11 and. Let me look at 11 and whatever.
11-5.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, 11-5.
Oh, so right now, me and Tang are tied.
Tied overall. Yep.
Oh, tied overall.
Yeah. I mean, that's not counting week 1. I still haven't calculated that. I was gonna do that, but then I got a little lit, so I didn't.
Yeah. It would mean way more if people would, deposit to the Cash App fund.
Yeah, like
we're gonna do it like every time, or
that way it's easier. If you put the money in every week, you don't have to drop $500 at the end of the year.
That's also true. Because
you know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, I mean, on average, you guys are.
I mean, the worst you can do
each wrong.
The worst you can do is get 17 games wrong.
Yeah,
and you only have to add $17 to the pot. And that's if you every single
literally every game.
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, the average seems to be 5 to 7. You guys are getting wrong. The weeks that I've kept track, I don't know.
It'll get better as the season goes on once we realize what teams are actually better than what teams. Like the Cardinals.
I don't know. I mean, for what you guys are, and I did
that screwed us all, dude. I wish I was
the Cowboys, right?
Yeah, I wish I was a dick on sideline and picked the Cardinals. You know what? Fuck you. You're picking the Cardinals.
I mean, next week you got to pick the Pats, right? Like off rip.
At this point, dude.
They're 2-1 or something.
My Steelers did what the Steelers do.
Hey, what are they? 3-0?
2-1. Yeah, we lost to the 49ers, but first game of the season against Super Bowl contender.
I mean, so I put a $10, 10 parlay pick for $5 on basically all your guys' picks. I kind of picked so I basically looked at whatever ones you guys did opposite of each other, and then kind of threw that in there. You know what I'm saying? So one from each of you guys. I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, he picked this guy, these guys. The other 2 picked the other guy, so I'll pick this guy, But I went 7-3 on that parlay. I was like, low key, if I were to split these up into 2 5-game parlays, going off of your guys' picks, you might be winning weekly, low key.
You yelled at me about the Saints.
Huh?
I was right. You said the Saints are 2-0 and the Packers are 0-2 or whatever. What the hell are you doing? And then I was right. I can tell you, dude.
Yeah.
Steelers got the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
3 picks, 4 sacks.
All right. Now, I got to ask you guys this. Again, I'm not really a football guy.
I think it was 6 sacks, actually. 3 picks, 6 sacks.
What, this last game?
Yeah.
It was
That's
ugly.
actually pretty nice. Yeah.
The defense did what the defense did, dude. They just,
And who's their quarterback?
The Steelers, Kenny Pickett.
Yo, so I was
Mid
again
right now.
I was watching back the first episode to see what you guys were doing, but you had said something about like what's his nigga's name? Burrows, the Bengals quarterback
for the Bengals. Yeah,
you're like he's the second best quarterback besides Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts that good?
Jalen Hurts is top 3 in the league. Yeah, maybe top 5 depending on the week.
Interesting. Now, do you guys think the Dolphins are serious?
Yes, but I mean not because of what they did to the Broncos, but if they stay healthy, they have the fastest, most explosive offense in the NFL.
Yeah, that's what I was. So today I was watching Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp talk about it, and that's exactly what they're saying. That their offense is crazy.
The only thing that could have made them better if they would have signed Christian McCaffrey.
They could still get Jonathan Taylor.
Yes. Yeah.
But
no. Might as well sign Colin Kaepernick.
They're going to be a primetime team all the way up until they got to
play time to not be. Yeah. I mean, because the Patrick Mahomes is 1A, the best quarterback in the NFL, the best football player in the NFL. TJ Watt is a close second, but he's a defender, so it doesn't count.
You guys got any leading I mean, obviously this is like a pseudo sideline show. The only one we're missing is Roman Turrell. But do you guys have from this last weekend a player you guys are sticking out for the player of the week in each other's minds or no?
Now, I got to go back and watch the stats to be honest with you. Yeah. Jefferson did his thing, but they lost. Same thing. Devontae Adams had a hell of a game, but they lost.
I'll just say everyone for the Dolphins.
Yeah,
hey, Dolphins head coach is my favorite.
The fact that the coach was in the crowd and taking plays from the fans.
You think that was real? I thought that was more. I thought that was a little bit more of a cap.
That was a fan that kind of looks like him.
Nah,
there's fans that do that all the time.
No, but I'm pretty sure that I saw it on ESPN.
Him.
There's no way it was him, dude.
Yeah, I think I saw it.
That's
on
not
ESPN
even allowed.
Well. No, I'm pretty sure I saw it on ESPN as well. So it could be they're capping us, but
it's like a fake.
I thought because that's what I heard as well, that he was taking plays for the second half of the game, and I was like, yeah, that one's Caperone. That's crazy.
I'll run it. I swear.
I swear. No, seriously.
Story. The coach of the Dolphins was a ball boy for the Broncos.
Fucking Broncos, yeah.
He grew up in Aurora.
Oh, yeah. And just spanked them.
He should have broke the record on us.
Nah, he was
I'm upset that
sportsmanship.
Fucking sportsmanship was made for losers. I hate that. Dude.
Yeah, well, I know how Tank feels about that. How you feel?
I would have broke the record.
No, I think it's so stupid. But I think saying that, we held back sportsmanship is more of a dick in your mouth than breaking the record.
No, if we wanted to break it, we would have.
We would have. We didn't feel like it. There's 13 more games to go.
Legacy, wouldn't you want to break it?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he doesn't have the ego.
I mean, just like when Peyton Manning got hurt, and instead of continuing the streak for most starts in a row, he sat, and they offered to have him take the first snap and then go sit down to continue the streak, and he was like, nah, if I can't play the game, I'm not going to start.
Yeah. I mean, that's different though. That's I'm not going to be able to play the game. So there's going to be that asterisk. People will bring it up well, did he really break it? Yeah. But this is they had a fucking all-time scoring.
They were in field goal range with 8 minutes left.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
all they do is kick it, and they would have broke the record.
How do you guys feel about
So what's the record? 72, 73?
72.
Right,
how do you feel about past record holders being upset about their records being broken?
I don't think you can be upset. The game always evolves. I mean, you can be a little salty, and the thing is, I don't know if they're always upset, but they're competitors at the end of the day, and that shit doesn't go away. When you're a competitor at especially at the highest level you can be in your particular field, there's always going to be that competitive edge, and I think that's what it is. I don't know if they have the right to be mad, but they could be like, nigga,
I mean, the only reason
your prime, I'll sauce you up.
NFL reason I would say is nowadays the season is longer. They play an extra game now. So any single game and any single season records, they have an extra a game to break those records now. So going into the last game, you can be 20 yards away, get one pass, and now you're the all-time single season, receiving yards leader.
Yeah.
And then if Jerry Rice, he did it in 16 games. These guys get to do it in 17 now.
Yeah.
It's good. It's
again,
the all-time records are still going to be the same difficulty to break, but the single season records are more up for grabs now.
Yeah. I mean, all time. That just depending on the career.
Like longevities, like no one's touching Tom Brady. Like that's going to be insanely possible.
For Adrian Peterson in today's NFL with the number of games breaks the single season rushing record by 100 yards, 120 yards.
He was 7 yards away.
7 yards away. And he broke it, and they called it back for holding.
But is that a little bit more unprecedented in terms of like a league expanding the season for
they expanded it for financial standpoint.
But I mean, in our generation, like, has there? I mean, baseball's been 162 since
Ruth.
Yeah, quite a long time. Yeah. I mean, NBA's what 60 to 80 games.
82.
And they haven't bumped up, so it's kind of weird. Like it's a little bit different.
And now we have a mid-season tournament that's going to start the season.
That's
for basketball.
Yeah, I don't understand what it's for. There's like a mid-season championship now.
Interesting.
And they're gonna take the teams and like bracket them off mid-season.
In like MLB the Show. Well, playing MLB the Show, but in the minor leagues, they split off seasons like that from the All-Star break.
Yeah,
it'll be like you're the season, or you're the first half East League winner or whatever.
Yeah,
and
then but you win a championship, you got to sim like 3 months.
Yeah,
say that again.
You win a championship and then have to sim it for like 3 months.
You're like, what the hell happened?
Yeah. But so the NBA is going to be doing like a mid-season tournament where the teams will bracket off into like a playoffs, and there's like a play-in within. You know what is cool though that baseball does, another sport does. The All-Star game determines who's home and who's away.
Yeah, for the finals. Yeah,
for the championship. Yeah,
it's either that or you have the best record one.
Yeah, but it's just cool that their All-Star game means something.
Yeah.
No other All-Star game in any other sport means absolutely anything. Yeah. And also baseball, there's no contact, so they can give it their all in their All-Star game. Yeah. In basketball and football, you have a higher risk of injury. Why would you do it for a bullshit game? I mean, at least now the people that are in the Super Bowl can't play in the Pro Bowl. So it is what it is.
Oh, but I feel like when's the Pro Bowl usually? Like
it's 2 weeks before the Super Bowl.
Okay.
It used to be 2 weeks after the Super Bowl. So the people that won or lost the Super Bowl could go play in the Pro Bowl. But it meant something at one point in time. Now it's just a check and a vacation.
Yeah. It's flag football now. They don't even play football.
Yeah, no. It used to be in Hawaii, which the players liked because they got to go to Hawaii on a paid vacation. And if you win, you make like $10,000. And if you lose, it's like $7,500.
It was super vibey.
Yeah.
Like, they were all wearing like leis. They got hula girls next to them. They're all taking pictures, all happy. And
now they move it around like they do the Super Bowl. And this year, I mean, it's in Orlando next year. We're going to be going blackout trip to the Pro Bowl. But
next year?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard. We got to go.
February. Me and Gabe, I'm going to try to get my llama. Me and my dad went years ago.
Oh, wait, you were talking about this. You already got the tickets?
No, not yet.
You said
that's how I got that's how I got the autographed jersey by Antonio Brown.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was in Miami?
Yeah, no, Orlando.
Man, that's hard.
Yeah, I met him in the parking lot saying I was walking in my car. And he was walking his kids like to the car or whatever. And my dad goes, "Yo, AB, business is booming." And he goes, "Yo, I like that." And my dad's like, "You sign my shit." And he was like, "All right." And I was like, "Yo, Tony Toe Tap."
Tony Toe Tap. Oh, I miss him.
Miss him, bro. He's the best receiver we've had in 10 years.
Over Hines? Well, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, longevity, no. Hines Ward. I mean, I think Antonio Brown's the best NFL receiver we've had in 10 years.
Yeah.
Just by talent?
And numbers.
Yeah.
Before him, it was Calvin Johnson and Larry Fitz.
Well, I don't know anything you're talking about right now.
Yeah, I mean, Larry Fitz is like top 5 greatest quarterback of all time, top 5 greatest receivers of all time.
All I know about Antonio Brown is he's a little crazy.
Yeah, he threw it back
also, Tom Brady was like, "I need this guy on my team." In Tampa.
I mean, Brown was really good, dude. Like really, really good. If it wasn't for Belfort hit him in the head really hard with his head, he might still be okay.
Yeah.
But he knocked him out twice.
Speaking about somebody who's got hit in the head a lot, Tony
Roman
Ferguson versus Roman Tura. Tony Ferguson versus Patty Pimlet. I just want to get. I think there's a good conversation for me and you, Bird, but I want to get your take on it. But what's up, Llama? By the way, we got to say what's up to Llama.
No, we don't, dude. We don't.
We acknowledge you in the chat, dude. We got the streamer. We can pop it up. That's awesome.
Hey, fuck that chat, dude.
All right, dude. Well, anyways, Tony Ferguson versus Patty Pimlet on the John Jones card. How do you feel about it?
I think Patty wins, but I want Al Kukui to go into a 3-round war with Patty and walk out before they even raise their arms. Win or lose, he just damages him walking down the thing.
So, I mean, I've been watching a lot of videos today, just seeing like what the MMA people's minds are going towards. And my initial thought when we saw it, I was like, Patty washes him. In my head, like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess recency bias. Obviously, I know Tony Ferguson's great, and you're fighting. So at the end of the day, if Tony Ferguson shows up on that day and Patty doesn't, it's gonna be a long night for Patty. Like, let's just be honest. But in my head, I'm like, yeah, Patty's probably gonna win that fight. Like, they're setting Tony, they're kind of springboarding Patty's rise, because now technically this is the first time, and Chael had said this is the first time Tony Ferguson has not been in the top 10 for years.
Yeah.
Because he lost his last fight to Bobby Green, which was a couple months ago. And it was kind of a brutal fight, to be honest. He was getting fucked up. But a couple months ago, and he said that, and I was like, damn, this is one of those, like, let's use his name to build you up type shit. And obviously the controversy of Patty's last fight, where people thought he had probably lost the fight, even though he won on decision. But
he got bailed out.
Everybody, he did. He did for sure. But everybody's like initial thoughts or like initial reactions, like Tony Ferguson's probably gonna win this fight. Tony's gonna win this fight. This is a good fight for Tony. Brendan Schaub was like, "Hey, I heard about this fight." He was like, "Damn, finally they're giving Tony Ferguson a reasonable fight for where he is in his career." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Damn!" It kind of like swayed my mindset in terms of like how the fight's probably gonna play out, just because. Again, it's like, like if he shows up and Patty doesn't, it's gonna be he's gonna get elbowed.
Or if they both show up and we get a war.
I mean, that's probably kind of what the UFC is probably looking for. And on that card, let me make sure it's on that
stacked,
card. Dude. It's on the Jones card, right?
If not, it's on the card after.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because that's card. The thing is, they want to stack both the cards. They want to stack the last card of the year and the first card of the following year. But that fight is coming up, though, dude. No, they don't have it on that card.
Yeah, so it's probably the Colby card. Yeah, Edwards.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
in Vegas.
And Toja. I mean, the Jones card is okay, I guess.
I mean, it is.
Jones, Stipe, Yuri, Alex.
That's
Andrade versus Dern.
Okay.
Jared Gordon, Mark Madsen.
Oh, that's the guy that Patty barely lost to.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Matt Schnell versus Steve Earkeg. And Joshua Van versus Kevin Barhaus.
We'll probably get a couple more fights as well.
And possibly Connor.
Maybe they still haven't. Sugar said he wants to fight on that card. That's the thing. We might still get announcements for these cards in the next couple of weeks,
I mean, that's if it depends who John wants on the card. So we see how much that persuades shit.
Yo, my God. I don't like. Do you respect that?
Absolutely.
Paul? Yeah.
I'm the man. You do what I tell you to, Dana.
I mean, yeah. Okay, cool. I don't like it for the sole fact that, like, bro, he's gonna sell your fucking fight.
Yeah, but this fight's gonna sell on its own, bro. So you don't.
But imagine, all right, it's gonna sell on its own. But what is it gonna sell if Colby Covington's on the fucking card?
Yeah, but regardless, John gets paid. It doesn't matter. And why do I want somebody I don't like to eat off of my name being number one on the banner?
Yeah,
I don't like. I mean, I'll come out in public.
But the thing
and tell
is,
everybody I don't like you. I'm not hiding behind it.
Colby's not getting pay-per-view points though.
Yeah.
Well, so it's not like he's eating off of it.
Yeah, Jones, but your name eats more. Your name eats more. It's John Jones and Stipe. And then the little letters right under.
But does John feel like Colby's really good on the mic.
Yeah.
You know, does John feel like maybe that's where he doesn't want, you know, in the press conferences, that's where they're gonna have their little moment if it were to happen. He doesn't want to get beat in terms of that, because when it comes to like shit talking, he's not the greatest.
No, but we know John's got it, bro.
But he has those bars where it works, but he's not gonna shut shit down and like shut somebody up in terms of like being on the mic. But he does have his like one-liners and shit.
He just hits Colby with, dude, you've lost the people that you could put together in the ring against me, and I would be.
I'm trying to figure out if I like Colby Covington or not.
Nobody likes Colby Covington.
No.
Okay, fuck that guy.
Yeah,
he's really good though.
Yeah.
He's really good.
He's not.
Like
he's alright.
Like, are you a good guy trying to be bad? Or are you a bad guy trying to be good?
That's
John Jones is both.
No, John Jones is a bad guy. Through and through. He's a shit person.
No, but he's such a nice guy.
But he's a great guy.
Such a nice guy.
He's a bad guy, a great person.
A great person. One time he helped some pregnant woman who was gonna get mugged, and then like the following week he hit a pregnant woman drunk in a car. You know,
equal rights, equal left.
He's even out karma. He's doing the work for karma. He's like, I'm gonna save you, and then bow,
somebody else.
These dudes try to break into his house one time. He chases him out the house with an M16 and 2 German Shepherds, dude. Like, and he doesn't need any of that. He could just beat them up,
take them down and shit.
You know, his brother is a great football player, and that's who used to beat him up his whole career, his whole life, dude. Chandler Jones.
His brother's tweaking out right now, actually.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, if you put them in a cage together, John Jones getting washed.
He's got that older brother thing on him.
John Jones has said it. He goes, "Why do you guys think I'm such a good fighter? Look who beat me up for my whole life. He's a Pro Bowler, guys. He fights with his body." You know, they have another brother too who's real nasty. That dad's cojones has got to be the size of a fucking Volkswagen Bug.
Yeah, guys, he's spitting out excellent.
Shout out to our John Jones comments of the episode.
Had to every week. 17 episodes in a row. John Jones
what does
makes
Papa Jones look like?
Nobody knows.
Harambe
might be.
Harambe.
Yeah, he looks like Tarzan's gorilla dad. Like a
guy.
silverback. I don't know what John Jones is. He's like 5'6".
Scrawny guy,
Built
no
like
athleticism at all. Really smart.
Crazy.
Really nice guy.
How do you feel about the whole John Jones Kobe thing?
Me?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a bitch move on John's
Bro,
part.
he looks like he would play Martin Luther King in an off-Broadway play.
On Martin Luther King Street.
Yeah,
he did the play on that's hilarious.
His name is Arthur.
Arthur Jones?
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. They made the character after him.
That's hilarious.
Arthur the Anteater. Yeah, I just look at it's kind of like John's pushing out a little bit of the confrontation. And maybe because like John's whole career, he tries to be clean, but obviously his decisions makes his PR team work a little harder. And I think just Kobe will bring all that shit to light. And, you know, it's a lot different. Now, Chael made a great point. Chael goes, listen, he's like, it's not that I have a problem with these fights being on the same card. You know, Chael is like, he gets into story and shit. He's really great at talking. It's not that I have a problem, but just hear me out. The press conference is going to be, John Jones, how do you feel about fighting Stipe? He's like, I love Jesus Christ and I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
He's like, Stipe, how do you feel about fighting John Jones? He's like, I'm a firefighter and I work hard. Yeah, I work hard. He's like, all right. He's like, Alex Pereira, what do you feel about fighting Yuri? He's like, can you repeat that in Portuguese? He's like, Yuri, what do you feel about fighting him? He's like, I'm a samurai. He's like, this is the press conference we're gonna get. He's like, with Kobe, at least we're gonna have a little bit of excitement. We're gonna have something to want to buy the fight for. And I was like, you know, Uncle Chael's not wrong.
No, but I'm gonna buy the fight because it's on Stream East and somebody's gonna get slept.
I'm gonna buy a fight for all my fans in the Discord
for the fact that there's a heavyweight title on the line against 2 nuclear bombs.
When is this fight, dude?
December in the Garden, dude.
December?
In the Garden. It's gonna be the biggest part of the year, dude. And we might get John Jones off Broadway.
Off Broadway, it's crazy.
Welcome Tang the Bozo. How'd I just notice that, yo? You're famous.
I just noticed that too. I was looking at the comments like, who said that? There's subliminal messages.
I haven't slid in the intro, dude.
That's hilarious. Dude. Yeah, I mean,
but see, what if we get Connor on the Jones card or Connor on the Colby card?
Now Connor on the Colby card is way more exciting.
Connor says, "Fuck if they win or lose, I get the winner of them two motherfuckers."
Bro, Connor needs to fight too.
Connor
and Chandler are gonna sell it on their own.
Yeah,
wherever the card.
Yeah. That's part of, like, they might be the February card. You know, well, that's the point. Is like Dana White knows how to put. You know, why waste all your money and put all your eggs in one basket and put, you know, every time the UFC puts a big, this card's gonna be great. Look how many names are on it. There's gonna be knockouts left and right, 3 titles on the line.
Yeah, most of the time it does suck.
I'd rather have him on the Jones card.
When you give him, give us like a Yuri Alex card, who it's either gonna be a quick fight or it's gonna be a technical, you know, war. You know, jab, and people are gonna bang shots, and then you got the heavyweight fight. That same thing. It's either gonna go 5 rounds or somebody's going 9-9.
Under 2 for sure.
Yeah, or it's going 5.
Oh.
You know, there's gonna be 75 punches thrown, 19 minutes on the ground. You know, you're gonna stand up looking like a peacock.
We have to break this fight down when it comes closer to it.
Yo, do we get bald Stipe? Does Stipe pull out the John Jones on us and shave the head?
No, dude.
I'm still waiting on bald.
The loser retires like right after. You think?
Yeah. UFC, WWE shit.
Like, how do you feel? All right. Real shit. If Jones loses, how would you guys feel if he retires right after?
He will.
You think
he's done after a loss? Yeah, absolutely. It's over. The only thing is, with
that would make me more
Stipe,
mad than him just not ever fighting again.
Yeah. So isn't that John Jones right there? That's it. Just stops giving the people they want. There you go, dude. I'm out.
I'm out.
You know. But if anything, we get a Stipe rematch. If John loses, if
it's a competitive fight. Now, if one of them knocks the other one out,
but
does Stipe get a rematch?
No.
If he loses, no, right?
No. John Jones is the champion. It's the only reason he would even get the rematch.
Yeah.
You know, and my whole thing is I think John's going to break the Stipe defense record.
Huh?
I think John's going to want to beat the Stipe title defense record.
Which is what, 4?
3. I mean, if he does it the 4th time, yeah.
I mean, it's very doable, and you got the people to do it. You can fight Cyril Gane again. You don't have to, but you can.
Yeah, but you can also fight like Tua and Derek Lewis.
Yeah, but do you want to like? I wouldn't want. I'd rather fight Cyril than.
Why?
If
Cyril,
because if I lose to Cyril, is because Cyril outclassed me. If I lose to Derek Lewis, he punched me one time and I went to sleep.
Yeah, but he
didn't
bring
beat
Derek
me.
Lewis to the ground and put him.
For sure.
Working on him worse than he did. Cyril.
I'm just saying for Cyril, it's like he's gonna beat everybody else, get back to a title fight again. Yeah. He's just better than everybody in terms of stand up.
And then
you got Aspinall and then Pavlovich or whatever.
Pavlovich has Pavlovich gone fought yet?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't.
That's a fight. But that's a fight. No, I'm not saying that he will beat everybody, but I'm saying his road back to the belt is not hard. You got you know what I mean. There's a couple people you got to get past, and that's it.
Yeah,
he's beat everybody else. It's almost like a Max Holloway situation where it's like, you know, I lost to the guy that's at the top. Different in terms of like they didn't fight multiple times, but I lost to the guy at the top. I've beaten pretty much everybody. Now who do I really fight?
Now you get Pavlov or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, that'd be a nice fight.
And Aspinall.
Yeah,
you have to go back through those two because they deserve shots at the title.
Yeah. Before
you do.
Aspinall needs maybe two wins, but Pavlovich is right there. Like,
yeah, but what if he
might be?
What if he beats like a Pavlovich or a Gane? Does he still need 2 wins?
No, I mean if he knocks him out, probably not, right? Like, truthfully,
you know?
Especially if what you're saying about John is true, and he does want to go for the title defense and solidify. He does that. So what can we say? Nothing. There's no criticism, nothing. Nothing
He's the greatest
matters.
fighter in 2 weight classes, which automatically makes him the greatest fighter of all time.
Ever, yeah.
And then accolades on top of that.
Yeah.
It'll never be touched.
And then strength of schedule.
Nobody in the UFC.
Brendan Schaub said some shit. He's like, his strength of schedule is like the SEC.
Nobody in the UFC right now has a chance to have a better legacy than John Jones.
No.
Nobody. So that means we have at least another 20 years until we see somebody, besides Rojas, because he's like 12.
Yeah. But like, again, in that division, 155, like right now, by the time he's ready to fight for the belt, let's say he wants to beat John Jones' records. So let's give it to him. He wins until he's 21, 22, and he gets a fight for the belt. At that point?
Yeah. Like Donnie Thornberry.
But let's say he does it, right? That division was promising 2 years ago, like with the talent. Now it's starting to dwindle down. You're losing Tony Ferguson. Yeah. You got Islam, yeah. Charles Oliveira, like, let's be real, like we got maybe 2-3 years of Charles Oliveira. Justin Gaethje's already said he's out, about to be out. Obviously, he's going for his next title defense. Dustin Poirier seems like he wants to go to 170 now that he lost to Justin Gaethje. He might be out of the title contention. You know what I mean? It's like you still have like good fighters, but they're like kind of on their way out. So like that division is probably going to go through like a rebuilding period in the next couple of years, I think personally.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like you said, John Jones' strength of schedule. You beat who of who's of all time.
Yeah. Like, when you talk about the greatest fighters in terms of UFC, you go top 100 fighters.
Frank Mir.
Fucking 20 fighters off John Jones' schedules on that list.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. That division was the best.
Pretty much everybody who he defended his title with is a Hall of Famer. Yeah. For the most part. Except for towards the end. Like I wouldn't put Gustafsson in there. I mean, technically he's a Hall of Famer because of that fight.
Because of that fight, yeah.
That fight is in the Hall of Fame.
But in terms of like his career now.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Dominic Reyes.
Nope.
Since that fight has not been
It's the John Jones effect. Once you lose to John, you're never the same fighter because he really does humble you. Yeah. I mean, Gustafsson was realistically the closest one to beating John. Yeah. You can say on the cards Reyes might have beaten him, but him and Gustafsson was a punch or an elbow away from sleeping John Jones.
I do think Reyes did beat him, but again, like you said, it was just more of a he beat him he outpointed him. He didn't beat him.
Do that to a champion.
If Gustafsson would have won the fight, nobody would be like, did he really win? It's like, no, he earned that fucking fight.
They went to war. Yeah. That's a fight we should react to on the Blackout GG channel. Yeah. With Tang, since he's never really seen stuff like that, and you can see a technical war. Yeah. These dudes are bloody, and the first fight is sick.
First time watching John Jones was the last fight.
What?
Oh man, dude,
that was my first time watching him, like outside of highlights. That was my first time watching
live.
Oh man, live. But then that was nothing. You didn't even see nothing.
Yeah, I mean it was impressive, but
he put on a clinic against Gon, but him and Gustafsson went to war. Him and Lyoto Machida whooped his ass that whole fight until John was like, nope.
They put him away. Greatest.
He beat Chael Sonnen in a minute and a half. That's why it's funny when they ask Chael who's the best fighter, Silva or John Jones. Like, you want me to compare the guy who I beat for 4.5 rounds, who then choked me out, or the guy who pummeled me and threw me down and beat me up in a minute and a half?
No, when he was on Flagrant, when Chael was on Flagrant, he's like, you are different. He's like, it's no joke. Like when you get up from a fight with him, you're a different person. He's like, I know from experience. Like, he's like, after that fight, I was a different person.
Yeah.
He's like, that's crazy.
He said when he grabbed it, because I know your secret. He's like, you know who's Joseph? Did I know? He's like, we know our own kind. He said, as he grabbed me, I was like, I know your secret.
He said, Chael said he knows. He's like, me and LeBron get the same things from the same guy. I'm not gonna say anything. He's like, but me and him, we know the same guy.
Yeah.
But
and coming from Chael Sonnen, it may or may not be true. He had us thinking the Guerrero brothers, trying to feed a bus a carrot.
Yeah,
they thought it was a horse. I'm telling you, I was right there.
Joe Rogan said, "Were they really?" He's like,
yeah, they were. I'm telling you, Joe, I was right there. These guys came right off the plane, and try to feed a bus a carrot.
He said no girl was like, I hate that shit, man. I have a whole stable of horses.
Some of the best clips from Foreigners are the best with Joe Sonnen. One on now. One on now. They said, I can't let you get close.
Can't let you get close.
Yeah. But I mean, Dan was actually the axe murderer. That was like his nickname, which is kind of scary. And Chelsea like, I can't let you get close to me, dude. You full mount me.
And he's in flip flops.
Yeah.
You ever notice he's in flip flops, bro?
Yeah. I can't let you
ready to go, dude.
Like Chael, like snap.
No.
Yo, some of the greatest UFC moments ever on The Ultimate Fighter.
Ultimate Fighter was some of the best.
But then we got Izzy, man. The Izzy shit in the news is kind of crazy,
bro.
too.
Gabe jinxed it.
Why?
Because what was it on? I think it was the pre-llama. You were talking about drinking and driving.
Oh,
and he's all like, he's like, I don't. If I'm too fucked up, I won't drive.
No,
a little bit like, oh, Gabe.
he did say
next thing right in the news.
Yeah, Izzy, his sentencing is January 10th.
All right, so now one thing you texted me, and then I went on immediately to look it up. So I do my natural looking up thing, and I go on Instagram. I'm like, let's see how because obviously most of the shit that we fuck with hits our timelines. You know what I mean? Like we know. So I'm like scrolling, and nobody's talking about it. I'm like, did they just get this nigga bird? So I had to literally Google it to find information on it. So one, they're not making a big deal about it. Two, I think he pled guilty because he did plead guilty. And they said it happened 3 weeks before the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, look how he looked.
He was scared of Sean, dude.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could say that. But I don't know. Was he in the right mindset? You know what I mean? To me, that's what I'm thinking. I was like, where the fuck was his mindset? Because he got his ass whooped. Didn't look like the same fighter. Didn't even do half of what he could have done to prevent losing the belt. Even if Sean was the better man that night, if Izzy would have showed up a little bit more, it would have been a tougher fight for Sean to win.
Yeah,
that was kind of a breeze through for Sean, right? So then this happens then we find out this happens 3 weeks before, and then even for me as an Izzy fan, the reaction after was kind of weird. Post press press conference, he's like, "Oh, Eugene's gonna handle this, his coach," and he dips out, just says whatever, and then even in the, I don't know, it's just a weird, I don't know. And now he's
not
talking
that he
about
was scared of Sean Strickland, but I think you're scared of the loss. There's nothing you can say now. You didn't go up in weight class. You know what I mean? You didn't lose to somebody in a different division. You didn't lose to somebody who should be fighting at a different weight class. You lost to somebody who it was in your weight class that you shouldn't have lost to in the people's brain. Yeah. I did like when they asked Dana White, how he feels about Sean Strickland being champion. Dana's like, dude, we put him in that position. You don't think we knew what we were getting ourselves into? He's like, we put him there. We put him in that match. We knew what could have happened and what did happen. It is what it is.
Again, UFC's in the business of putting the best fights. They're not scared to do that. They just have to. I feel like if they're gonna sacrifice their star, they have to have a couple moves ahead. I'm not saying that Sean can't hold a belt, but I don't think the UFC's mindset is even if he beats Izzy, he's gonna lose to whoever. There's a fucking whole thing of killers. Even now opens up for Kamaru if he wanted to move up. He always said he wanted to go up. He's a big guy.
Nah, Kamaru is never gonna win another fight again.
You don't, dude.
Never again. Dude. Unless they throw him as somebody who's 10 through 15. Usman is never winning another UFC fight again.
That's crazy.
He literally has no knees. His knees are gone. It has cartilage. They're gone. He should never fight ever again. I was listening to Joe Rogan talking about it. He's like, dude, the dude has no knees. He's like, they're gone. It's straight bone on bone. There's cartilage and muscle missing in between his knees.
Yeah, that's why he says he doesn't run.
Yeah, he can't. You're gonna fight 5 rounds.
Yeah,
you take a couple of leg kicks by the quad area.
Yeah.
He'll never win. Huh?
What's your favorite kick?
Kick.
Yeah, what's your favorite kick?
I don't think I have a favorite kick, dude.
The
oblique kick.
Oh, the oblique kick.
Give him one of those.
Give him the old oblique.
Dude, the John Jones right above the kneecap.
Yeah, that's a crazy kick.
That kick is crazy.
That'll drop him.
I love Rampage talking about it. He goes, I think it's dirty. I don't think it should be allowed. He waits for you to plant on that front foot and he side kicks you in the kneecap. You can't do that, dude. You'll break somebody's knee. He goes, I overextended it 12 times against John Jones.
Yeah, he fucks you up on that shit. But yeah, man. The rest of the year, cards looking good. Hopefully we're gonna get some banger fights. Like hopefully. It's panning out to be. I want to see what John does. And yeah, I don't know. The Patty Pimblett fight kind of is throwing me off, dude. It feels weird. And there's another fight that people, I was going to segue out of this, but they're saying Ian Machado Gary's fighting Vicente Luque. But they're teammates.
That sounds like a boxing match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Vicente.
they're teammates, right? And it's funny because Ian was like calling out Wonder Boy, who's now fighting what's this guy's name? Cosmonaut or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's fighting him, and he's teammates with Ian and Vicente. But he's like, the one person that Ian was like, yeah, I don't want to fight that's in my division is Vicente. So now it's announced that they're fighting. So it's like a weird dynamic of like, he was calling out Wonder Boy, but now he's fighting his teammate. Like
I think teammates should fight more often.
Oh no, 100%. Unless you're fighting for the belt.
No, but my whole thing is, if me and you are on the same team, right? Yeah. And and let's say I'm the champion, you're the number one contender. Yo, bring it on, motherfucker. Let's do it.
What's if you can beat them? But if you're training,
you can't.
And if you're training with them all day and they beat you every day, and you're the champion, it's like, oh, do I really want?
Yeah, but who cares? You know, me and my homeboy about to jump on the octagon. 5 rounds.
Yeah. I think it depends on the friendship, though. Like, I can see why DC said like he didn't want to fight Kane.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. But even you guys are throwing shots at each other in the gym. Just get in the octagon, do it in front of everybody. Put your team's banners on both sides of the octagon. You know, winner takes it. And now when you walk into the gym, you can haha, DC, I got you.
But I also think for that, like for one reason they don't as much is because then somebody usually has to train somewhere else. You know, like in terms of cornering, changes one of their corners. Yeah, so there's a lot of things a fighter has to sacrifice for that. But yeah, I mean, I agree. Now, I think for maybe the belt is different, but like to go up, and if you guys are ranked right around each other, like Vicente is ranked 10th and Ian's ranked 11th. That makes sense. Like to me, that makes sense. But like,
yeah, but see the whole thing, like with the belt, if me and you are in the same camp, right, and I'm the champion now, and you're top 3, you've been top 3 in the division for 4 years, okay. So now to be a champion, you either have to fight an uncomfortable weight and go up, or cut weight and go down. Unless you're fighting at heavyweight, then you have no choice. But I mean, heavyweight, most camps only keep 1 heavyweight on camp, maybe 2. Yeah, you know, because your dream of having if you're a camp owner or a gym owner is to have a heavyweight with your, you know, insignia pulling up and being the champion. You know. But I don't want to forget about the reason we have Tang on here is because we want to talk about the future and what this fucking organization is going to bring to the people of the internets, the World Wide Webs, the www dots, the www dots, www dot, you know, https /
.com, or in our case .gg.
Follow us, you know. So Tang has been around making content. You guys see his pretty little supple face on the camera right down there.
More and more, dude.
You know, look at that. The beige saying, you know. We want to know what you plan on bringing to the table down the line. Like, well, what are your plans for your own Tangalicious content?
Tangalicious is crazy, dude.
A lot, man. First off, I just want to get everything, you know, set up and looking more and more professional as every day comes. But I understand that takes time now. Considering it's like seeing how long y'all been in it, and like I don't know, I set like a lot of expectations like really high.
Yeah.
But I mean, for content wise, I think obviously you want to be the person that can like bring something new, but at some point, following a formula, like I'm a gamer, you know. I do this. I want to make a whole bunch of games, playthroughs, like what are they called? It's like a
let's play.
A let's play. Yeah, a whole bunch of those. And like for me, especially with a team like y'all, I've been thinking a lot of things like AMP, like RDC, like eventually I want to get in a whole bunch of nights where we be 5-6 people deep, just gaming, having a great time. You know, we can make a whole montage, a whole slew of things. So I want to do a lot of that. I mean, I gotta talk more. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a personal thing.
But that comes with time. That also comes with time. Yeah, you're honestly better at the start than most of us, I think, were. But like Bird was good when he started, but like Gabe like took some time to like really find his footing. Llama, the same thing. Like even Llama, like when you watch an early Llama video till
I was about
now,
to say, go back and watch like
yeah.
Llama Show 1 through 7.
Yeah, it's like it's way different. Even me, like I'm still growing. Like I don't think this is not the kind of profession or like goal you reach where you think like you're gonna reach an end goal. Like there's not really like this can take us anywhere, you know.
Yeah,
and in terms of like us getting better, like you can always improve on being a good conversationalist, being good at transitioning topics, or just like there's like little things. That's why like I enjoy doing the sideline producing, because like I was telling Llama, it's like it gives me just such a different perspective on content, because I don't have to like usually I gotta talk, make sure we're live, pull up comments, make sure like I'm interacting with chat, move things along. But in terms of like producing, it's like a whole different like, oh wow, we can do this, we can make this look better. Or, you know, if we did have somebody behind the scenes, they can do this for us, and it enhances our conversation in terms of that. You know, like I think we have raw talent. That's my whole thing. Like I know when we have good content, like I mean, me and Bird's heel shit, like that's just to me raw talent. Like there was nothing special about it, but like people gravitated to us because like nigga, we liked the show. We told us exactly how we felt about the show, and we did it to me in an entertaining way that I don't think many reviewers do.
Yeah, like we're attacking like a bunch of different lanes of content. You know, we got the movie reviews, the show reviews, which is a new thing to the channels.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we've ever. I mean, you did Loki with Llama.
Yeah.
You know, but besides Loki, this is really the only television show. And see, the cool part about how we did is we watched a lot of the episodes together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we started that with Bel Air. Not that we ever did anything with Bel Air, but but late nights, like, oh, it's Thursday.
Even Sopranos.
Yeah.
Even Sopranos was like a big key thing where we were like gaming and just I was watching it and we would conversate about the shows naturally, just doing whatever we're doing.
On stream.
Yeah. I do think
we got the gaming stuff like Tang was talking.
Yeah.
You know, which I think single player games could be more Tang's thing, but he has to be able to talk to himself.
Yeah. I mean, when you watch your stream, he actually the thing is like Tang, like you have way more personality than you show sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
You're like Krillin, dude.
Yeah, you're like
Krillin.
Krillin, dude.
You're kind of young, dude. Don't worry about it.
It's all good, dude.
Yo, fun fact, you know how he got those 6 dots on his forehead? They're incense burns.
Oh shit.
From when he used to meditate in the temple.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there you go.
I did not know that.
It sounds terrible.
Who's this?
Nah, you don't understand, dude. He carried milk with
incense hit you in the head.
Having different perspective is key. Convo flows naturally. Yes. Hope life is good, guys. Appreciate you.
Hey, do we know that guy?
I don't.
Hey, do you know one of us? If not, thank you. Thank you for being here.
And if you do, also thank you.
Thank you for being here. You know, I hope it's not a Mikey Boy situation. Anybody I see I don't know, I expected to be.
Yo, I think about that. I always have an inside joke that you were what's this nigga's name? Bruce. I always tell people, I was like, it could be Birdie, dude. I wouldn't put it past him, dude.
It wasn't, dude. Oh, I wouldn't have blocked everybody.
yeah, that was pussy.
Yeah. I don't know if Tang. Does Tang, you know the Mikey Boy story?
No.
All right. So when I first started this, I had moved back to Florida and I built my PC. And when I moved back to Florida, I started chilling with Gabe a little bit more. Like, cause me and him didn't like, we were always couple years apart. But like when I came back, it was like we were like doing the same shit. You know, we were smoking.
And he's old enough now that the age difference doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly that. So we were like actually hanging out, and then Bird was there. So like I would go. I would always
pick KD up before I even met him.
Yeah, on some shit. Yeah. Anyways, I would just talk about this. I'm like, yeah, this is what I want to do. This is blackout. This is my idea. Blah blah blah. And then I guess that's how he found out about it. But then I would stream at like random hours at night and shit. And then and then randomly
wasn't him.
It was like it was Mikey Boy at first, and then it was Mikey Boy at first, and then Mikey Birdie. Yeah. Like right when he changed it. But it was Mikey Boy at first.
What the hell?
And he would just talk to me, and it was like
for months.
Yeah, it was like multiple streams where it was just like me and him just talking about random shit.
I was working overnight at the dispensary.
Yeah, and I'm just fucking like, I didn't know who it was, but like that low key always gave me confidence because I was like, nigga, I can hold I can stream as long as somebody talking to me, you know. Then I'm good.
Bro, I would ask questions about hip hop, about home life.
It'd be whatever. Like we'll talk about, and it'll be for like hours. It'll be like I'll be gaming for a couple hours. At that time, I was streaming for like 2 to 3 hours, maybe. But he would be there the whole time, just like bullshitting. And then Gabe started coming around. Yeah, Gabe started coming around and like gaming with me a little bit more. And this is like literally a year later.
I started making fun of Gabe in the comments without him knowing I knew who Gabe was. I'd be like, I got this big brown-headed friend. You know, it's kind of fucking annoying. And then he reminds me of my cousin Gabe, bro. It's hilarious.
and then Gabe was like, wait. He's like, who the fuck is this guy? And then I think Bird was just like in the chat that day, like going crazy. And then Gabe was just like, he wouldn't leave it alone for like a couple minutes. I remember he was like, who the fuck is this guy? And what the fuck? And then like 10 minutes later, Gabe's like, I know who the fuck that is. That's fucking Jimmy, dog. I'm like, what the fuck? In my head, I felt like I got catfish, bro. I was like, nigga,
and this for like a year?
Bro, we never even
months,
and we were
months.
It was a while. I don't know if a year, but it was quite a while before Gabe started gaming with me. Because I think he stopped, like it was like for a couple months he would like talk to me. Then I stopped streaming for a while, and then I started streaming like a little bit more heavily, and that's when Gabe started coming around.
We met Joe Burrow.
Oh yeah, Joe Burrow through the chat.
Compa.
Yeah. Said, nah, bro.
Played games with us with no mic.
I came to see what's the crack. It's us.
What up? What's poppin'?
It's us. Guessing you Americans? Yeah, for sure.
You from? What side of the pond you from?
Ugandan. It's like
Uganda.
I'm still trying to figure out the people that are in the Mortal Kombat stream.
Yeah.
2 names. I had no idea.
Bro, that's so dope when randos like.
Oh, it's a different feeling.
When we were playing Fortnite with Lama, bro, we got rated by somebody with like 1.2 million subscribers, bro.
Yeah. I watched it. I was like, you don't know who this is?
He knew the guy, and I was like, oh.
I thought J2 told us who it was.
Scotland. Oh shit.
Oh, Scotland. What up? You golf? You play golf, dude?
Fucking hate golf.
If I'm not mistaken, golf was invented in Scotland.
Did it?
Yeah, for sure.
It was, yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure there was a Kim Possible bad guy who was Scottish and shot golf balls.
That's hilarious. Nah, bud, golf for the posh fuckers. Let's go.
Is he more of a rugby guy? Yeah.
Yeah, you belong here with us. Nah, but yeah, it's definitely a weird feeling when shit happened. Like even the heel shit, like having people every week come through, like actually comment. Think about it, like 4 or 5 episodes, the same people just come through, tell us their thoughts on the episode, and it's like
other Gabe.
The other Gabe, it's dope, but it's also like, damn, like we gotta. It makes me feel a little bit more like we're obligated to make better content. You know, like we have to step up our shit.
Yeah, we're at 465 on the latest episode of Heels.
Oh yeah, it's going crazy.
465.
We're gonna hit 500.
Yeah, this week.
Nah, I'm more of a weed smoker, dude. I ain't running the field.
Bro, there you go. That's what we're talking about, brother.
We also smoke weed. I can't smoke in the house right now, but this guy can. Oh yeah, Tangarae, he's a clean boy.
I'm the actual grass guy.
He's the CM skunk of the fuck.
He's the guy that goes outside, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tang's the guy
goes outside just to scream and comes back in.
Yeah. Pretty much.
He goes, oh, kill streaks, and runs back in the house.
You're allowed to grow.
Depends who you ask.
Yeah. I mean,
and what room of my
Colorado.
house
We
yeah,
can.
where we live, we can grow for sure in Colorado. I mean, Birdie wanted to grow. You can grow behind that green screen. Nobody will know. You know,
it's
what
the
I'm
green room.
I thought those rooms were supposed to be purple and pink.
They are. You ever been inside of a indoor grow?
Yeah.
When
Like
you walk
out,
out of it, your whole
That's who you ask.
Yeah. You know, that's how the bird speaks. You know, he's a friend of ours.
He's a friend of ours.
You know, called the painter.
Oh shit.
You know, hey.
Tank doesn't know what that means.
Yeah, we need to do a mafia movie review with Tang.
Tang, you ever seen Godfather, dude?
Say hello to my little friend.
That's Scarface.
No, never mind then. My bad.
Here's wide words
close.
from Jadakiss. Everybody wants to be Scarface, but they never seen the end of the movie.
And in that note, I said we bring it close to this episode because we're not gonna get harder bars than that.
That's a bar.
That's a
dual staircase dead.
That's a bar.
One to the head. Now you know he dead.
All right, man. We got some 2K to play. It's been another episode of the late night with AD, J Birdie. We have the young boy Tang. He's on his content grind, man. He's gonna make shit. You're gonna see him more on the channel, way more on the channel. We're gonna do,
Tang. His OnlyFans.
Tang knows.
Beige and beautiful.
But also, if you enjoy football, American football for you guys that are not here in America, but if you enjoy American football, check out their podcast, Sideline Podcast, on Roman 2 Raw's channel.
It comes out every Thursday before the Thursday night game.
Yes, sir. And they break down weekly games, give you their thoughts. Tang gives you his fantasy pick of the week.
A little side bets going on.
Yeah. Which is crazy that you guys are tired. I want to know what the first weeks are. But anyways, late night, AD, J Birdie, episode 17. Tangarae, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Sleep on it.
Sleep on it.
No, that nigga knocked out later.